lot of shore hugging.
And when you get over in the Douglas Bay opening, you're gonna have to
That's gonna suck.
cut straight across.
That's gonna suck. There's just no two ways around that. That's gonna suck hard. Hooked up, baby. First fish of the day. Ripple Lip and I are out here east siding today in a gnarly, windy, cold front day. We haven't seen a whole lot down here yet, but we got one finally to go for the camera. It is it the last day of July or the first day of August?
Last day of July.
July 31st. And I'm wearing a stocking cap and rain gear. It's probably a 15-incher. Trying to find some fish closer to home. See if we can get on some fish down here for the latter part of the year, but we're kind of limited where we can go. It's blowing 20 gust into 30. That's the forecast for today. So we did launch at Douglas. We got out of the bay, so we're no longer in Douglas, but we're kind of tucked around where it's somewhat palatable. So got a few fish in like 28, 30 feet. The fish on the east side are really, really deep by and large already. Much deeper than the fish out west. So tried a little jig wrapping earlier, hadn't gone. Tried some trolling, hadn't gone until there. We'll see if we can actually put something together that winds up making it on the channel for you. Now I actually hooked one on Craig's custom jig and wraps. The 6-pack custom. I got the purple and white one he did for me, especially for these cloudy days, and the white being a smelty thing. He's hunkering down a little bit. He might be okay. Kind of thought he was another 14. Yeah, he's still only about 15 inches, but he's feisty. He's a feisty sucker. I might flip him if he'll stay on there. Kind of got him on a camera if he doesn't. That's not bad.
Yeah.
16 maybe.
Fine enough.
Decent little fish there. Another chubbo, a smelt chaser. One on a bottom bouncer, one on a jig and wrap. That was in like, we just drifted off a point towards another hump and just kind of in no man's land. I was just cruising over to the next spot instead of driving right there. And he took it. Another one on the jig and wrap coming off that hump. Now we got a couple going here.
You actually need a net, huh?
I might need a net. He might be a little heavier. We'll see. It's maybe an inch longer. That's a better fish. Right off in the net. 16 and a half, maybe a half inch longer. I don't know. I'm catching fish anyway.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
Jig and wrap fish.
It's got that little purple glitter and a white bottom for kind of a smelt looking thing, and putting fish in the boat anyway. Fish on the line. I'll just slow down the kicker. Pretty quick for just arriving at this spot and dropping a line down, eh?
Yeah, it was.
Impressive. You're an impressive guy, Randy.
Yeah.
Is he a hog? Tell me he's a tank.
It's it's 20 inches.
20 inches? Is that what he's going with?
Yeah.
Show me 20.
It's 20.
Show me 20.
It's coming up a little faster now, a little bit.
I bet that's the biggest fish of the day. That's 18, maybe. Look at that.
There we go.
Look at that. Quality fish, Randy.
Acting like a 20, but more like 18 then, yeah.
Quality fish.
And he choked it.
I didn't even have my night crawler on yet, and Randy's already got a fish. That's the power of gulp.
There you go, nice 18-incher.
Want to get mine while I'm thinking about it?
Yeah.
4 landed.
There's a little one.
There's a little one.
It could be another 18.
I'll net an 18. I got half of my pea gone. I had to pinch it off. You can't stop once you start, Harry. It stings. Nice fish. He's getting all squirrely on me. I almost didn't nut him.
It's another, it's a little
17 maybe?
17.
16 and a half?
tiny.
16 and a half. That's what I'm going with.
I overestimated
Fish
it.
number 6.
Every single time I'm overestimating these things.
We actually found a little spot kind of out of the wind here. The wind doesn't matter quite as much when the fish are in 28 feet of water, so
Here it is. Nice, healthy,
positive thing.
healthy little fish. 16-incher. I'd eat that if I was hungry.
Kind of looks good right now. I'm gonna fashion some kind of burner and fry it up.
Yeah, I've thought about that, but
Unfortunately, it's illegal to clean fish on your boat.
is it?
It is illegal. It
I
didn't
hadn't-
used to be, but it is. I don't know when they changed that, but
I had no idea.
I assume the fear is that you'll clean fish and then put them in a cooler and then keep catching above your limit, you know. But
Huh.
you could do that and go back out on the water too. But it is illegal. FYI. So don't clean fish on your boat.
Interesting. So, but you can catch and cook in the wintertime on the ice.
You can. Yeah, I don't know why that's different. Maybe they realize that it's brutal cold on the ice in winter or something, and they give you some slack. I don't know.
Yeah.
What did you catch that fish on? Is that the
Same
blade
one.
or the plain hook?
The blade.
Butterfly blades. Butterfly in the sky. Reading rainbow? Anybody? I can fly twice as high.
I don't think I've got the length right on any of my guesses this year. It's always been smaller.
I was kind of nailing it yesterday with my clients. They're going to measure fish, I'd be like 18 and a half. 18 and a half on the nose, man. We should just use you as a ruler. I'm like, I don't know. You see 20,000 fish, you start to get a feel for it.
Well, if I see it, I can tell what it is. But if I'm feeling it,
Oh, based
they're
on
feeling
finding
it different.
Yeah.
I used to be able to call it pretty well just last year, even.
Yeah, they're strong fish. Plus, until you start catching some 20 inchers, when you're catching a bunch of those, you're like, oh, this one feels like it could be bigger. I think it's a hopeful thing sometimes. I'd love to get 2 fish on one of these spots, though. We got 3 fish on the first spot we got fish. Then we got one. Not finding tons of willing participants. We had areas we've marked a fair number of fish. I haven't gotten any screenshots yet of like the multiple markings, so screenshots of one-offs. I pull up to a spot. We were debating whether or not you can spook fish in 28 feet of water sometimes. I pull up to a spot here, this spot, graphed like 7 of them right away on the point. Turned around, started trolling. I think we've seen 2 since we started trolling. I thought we were gonna wind up seeing a bunch. Let's get a second one. Let's get fish number 2. There's a few more marks. 2. I'll get pictures of these guys. That one's kind of coming up in the water. Like anytime I see fish like rising high in the water column like that, though, I start to wonder if they're carp. It's a very carpy thing. So with the second photo there, you can see that fish coming even higher.
And he's still coming.
Still rising.
Following us. It's pretty interesting.
It's got a carpy feel to it. Walleyes don't often go from the bottom all the way up to 10 feet of water, so not that they wouldn't. Walleyes will suspend, but they're not going to be like carp. On the other hand, they're just like all over the place.
He's not really moving, so he's...
Randy's got a good fish over here. We get out of the wind even further and move back into a tiny little bay, fishing the channel like I've been trying to do for so long.
He's not really moving.
I'm really curious what this fish is. Is your other rod in the way, or are you good?
I think it's going to be fine.
I think it could be a
There's
big
a nice head shake there.
That's a big walleye. I'm going to be a really happy guy. Might get out of my way.
He's kind of already here, so...
Yeah, it's not very deep water. We're in 10, 11 foot, so...
I'm going to get it.
Of course, when I'm eating my lunch, it always happens. All the action happens during lunchtime. I at least want to see you. Catfish.
Is it?
Yeah. Dang it. That's a catfish. Oh well. Could still be some other things in here. Marking good.
It's a nice sized catfish, actually.
That is a good catfish. That's not what I expected to see in here.
That was kind of fun.
I know my microphone's off and the audio's gonna suck. It's like 3.5 hours later. Finally found another fish. This has definitely more weight than any of those we caught today. If you can hear what I'm saying at all. 355, almost 4 pounds. Better at least give you a good shot of it. After all this time, it's worth the wait. Nice fish.